Open corridor 5A.dwg. In the drawing, select the corridor. Click Corridor tab. Modify corridor panel. Corridor surfaces. In the Corridor Surfaces dialog box, click Create a corridor surface to create an entry in the Surfaces table. Change the surface name to Corridor 1, Top. Click the Surface Style cell for the Corridor 1, Top surface. In the Pick Corridor Surface Style dialog box, select Border and Contours. Click OK. Click the Render Material cell for the Corridor 1, Top surface. In the Pick Render Material dialog box, select Sitework.paving, Surfacing. Asphalt. Click OK. Select the Corridor 1, Top surface by clicking the icon next to its name. Change the overhang correction setting to Top links. For Specify Code, select Top. Click Add Surface Item. Repeat the previous procedure to create a datum surface, using these parameters. Create a pave surface, using these parameters. Create a median surface, using these parameters. Click OK to create the surfaces and close the Corridor Surfaces dialog box. In Tool Space, on the Prospector tab, expand the Surfaces collection. Open Corridor 5B.dwg. In the drawing, select the corridor. Click Corridor tab. Modify corridor panel. Corridor surfaces. In the Corridor Surfaces dialog box, click the Boundaries tab. Select the Corridor 1, Top surface. Right-click. Click Add Automatically Daylight. Select the Corridor 1, Datum surface. Right-click. Click Add Automatically Daylight. For both boundaries, make sure the use type is set to Outside Boundary. Click OK. Click View tab Views panel named Views List Corridor _begin. In the drawing, select the corridor. Click Corridor tab Modify Corridor panel Corridor surfaces. In the Corridor Surfaces dialog box, on the Boundaries tab, select the corridor, 1, pave surface. Right-click. Click Add interactively. In the drawing, select the feature line along the left inside edge of the paved shoulder within Circle 3. Since there are multiple feature lines at this location, the Select a Feature Line dialog box is displayed. Select EPS. Click OK. Pan to the other end of the corridor. Notice that a red line appears along the first feature line you selected. Select the feature line in Circle 10. In the Select a Feature Line dialog box, select EPS. Click OK. Pan to the beginning of the corridor, and select the feature line along right inside edge of paved shoulder within Circle 4. On the command line, enter C to close the boundary. In the Corridor Surfaces dialog box, expand the corridor, 1, pave surface collection item to see the boundary item. Change the corridor boundary name to pave outside and set its use type to outside boundary. In the Corridor Surfaces dialog box, on the Boundaries tab, select the corridor, 1, pave surface. Right-click. Click Add interactively. Repeat the previous procedure to define the inside boundary of the paved region. In the Corridor Surfaces dialog box, on the Boundaries tab, select the corridor, 1, median surface. Right-click and click Add interactively. Define the outside boundary of the median. Click OK to create the boundaries and close the Corridor Properties dialog box. Open Corridor 5C.dwg. In the drawing, select the corridor. Click Corridor tab Modify Corridor panel drop-down Edit Code Set Styles. On the Edit Code Sets dialog box, under Code Set Style, make sure that All Codes is selected. Click OK. Click View tab Views panel named Views List Corridor _ 3D View. In Tool Space, on the Prospector tab, expand the Surfaces collection. Right-click the corridor, 1, Median Surface. Click Surface Properties. In the Surface Properties dialog box, on the Information tab, change the surface style to Hide Surface. Click OK. Follow steps 2 and 3 to apply the Hide Surface style to the Corridor 1, Pave and Corridor 1, Top Surfaces. On the command line, enter Render to render the corridor in 3D using the render materials that are applied to the sub-assembly links. Click View tab Views panel named Views List Corridor _ all. In the drawing, select the corridor. Click Corridor tab Modify Corridor panel drop down Edit Code Set Styles. On the Edit Code Sets dialog box, under Code Set Style, select all codes with hatching. Click Edit Current Selection. In the Code Set Style dialog box, on the Codes tab, under Link, in the Slope _ link row, set the Material Area Fill style to Strip Hatch. Click OK twice.